Alright, so today I'm going to be pulling up everything in the tomato garden, and we're going to be getting ready for a fall garden, which is super exciting because I haven't really showed you much of the tomato garden. So this is my craziness. I'll show you the squash plant as well. But these are all my tomatoes that are growing outside. And they've been growing since March. Yes, the middle of April, my bad, in the ground. And a lot of people in Alaska have said that growing tomatoes outside isn't possible, or they just won't grow tomatoes. And I would like to show everybody who lives in Alaska that it's very possible to grow tomatoes outside, and it's actually very prolific. Well, look at that, there's even a ripening one right there. So, for anybody who heard that you can't grow tomatoes outside, well, you know now the truth. It's a complete and utter lie. So now that I've given you proof of this, I would like to go ahead and take everything out, and I am going to be doing that off camera. The reason being is because there's a lot that's going on and I don't have a tripod set up for this. And also, I don't think you guys want to see me hacking down tomatoes all the time. But I will be showing you the harvest at the end, and I will be showing you all of the tomato plants that I have, which is over 225, something around there. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. And they're all they all have like a square foot each. So yeah, they're really close together. And they've been producing very well. So again, for people who do not believe that they can grow in Alaska, you can. It's just, it's a process sometimes. Looks like a normal tomato, right? Then you flip it over, and that's a cat-faced girl. Oof. But she is pretty, though. So that is just from one plant. Well, actually, not even one plant. That's from this guy. Yeah. And he's an offshoot, actually, from this main plant, which is a lot. So, yeah. Oh. So this is the first 5 plants. And that's how much I have. Plus I ate one. Because it was really good. It was just gently ripened. So I'm like, yes. I'm okay with finding it. But yes, that's 5 plants. And goodness, I don't even know how many pounds are in there right now. But yes, now I'm going to start tackling these ones. This is going to be a fun one just because it's in a cage. So, yeah. I'm going to say this is almost as tall as I am inside of the garden bed. But, oof. Yeah, that's insane. 5.5 plants, and I already need to go and take this inside. Yep. Not too bad for the first row. Alright. Bucket number 2, and I picked an onion. I forgot that I put garlic and onion in here, so I have all these nice little presents waiting for me to pick underneath these tomato plants. Oof. But yeah, that's at least like 5 pounds. Alright, it is a week later. I did not mean to completely forget to show you the end of all of this, which is the giant amount of tomato plants and the barrenness of my garden box. It's actually really crazy because most of these tomato plants are literally 4 feet plus tall, and after cutting them all out of the garden bed, it was just insane. Like, the barrenness of the before and after was so crazy. So I gotta show you this really quickly. It's nuts. So we're gonna go past the squash again and just look at that. Look at the barrenness. And as you can see, I literally cut them all the way down. And of course, the tomato is making new shoots because tomatoes never die. Like, What people never tell you about tomato plants is as long as they have proper heat, they will literally never die. At least indeterminate tomato plants won't. So yeah, look at that. Look at those little tiny baby leaves that are growing on that tomato plant. All right, and now all of the wilting tomato plants, because again, this is a week. I did this a week ago with you guys. Look at how much plant matter that is. Like, oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get a giant skewer. It's a small one. But yeah. Yeah. They're huge. At least by my standards, they're huge. And now what I'm going to do is uproot these tomatoes. I'm going to bring them inside, let them grow so I can keep them for next year. Because I actually have a really fun and cool thing that I want to do. Oh, look, guys. That's brand new. That is brand new growth there. That is so exciting. It's already doing it. And for these guys, actually, is that I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to save them for next year. And I'm going to start the long, arduous journey of doing a 10-year tomato plant. I want to see if I can get an indeterminate, that's what they're called, an indeterminate plant, tomato plant specifically, to live that long. And it's going to be going places with me. I have no doubt about it. I don't know, because we're in a rental right now. I don't know how long we're going to be in here for. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this. Well, 10 years. But I am so excited to see how long I can keep these tomato plants alive. Because if I can do it where, they live for a long time, I mean, the way that I look at tomatoes right now is just so crazy. But to think of them as living past a year, and just let it keep growing for that long would blow my mind. So yes, it's a very interesting thought to keep tomatoes growing past summertime. We'll see what happens. All right. Thanks for coming along with me, guys. I hope this was fun for you. I know all the tomatoes that are ripening in my house. I'm going to have to either make tomato sauce or get to eating a lot of tomatoes. So I hope your harvest is as good as mine, or even better. All right. Bye, guys.